Nobody wins when the family feels.
Arrest was just made in a deadly shooting inside of a bar in DeLand.
It's running. Stephanie Kirby was bartending at McCabe's Friday night when she heard someone shout, "They're gonna fight!" A few seconds later, she hit the floor.
When bullets are flying and you don't know where they're gonna land, that's pretty scary.
32-year-old Kashad Harris was hit 6 times in the chest and killed. Kirby says she remembers serving Harris that night, says he was polite, tipped well.
He wasn't like hardcore partying, but he was chill and hanging out with his friends. He bought friends some rounds and he was out socializing.
A friend of Kirby's who worked at the liquor store connected to McCabe's had tried to break the fight up. She wound up getting shot in both hands.
She wrapped her hands around him to try to pull him off the guy when the other man shot him.
Kirby didn't find out about that until later. She'd hid behind the bar, then helped lead customers from a supply closet to a back exit. DeLand police say they found a 7th round that had been fired. The what-ifs of who else might have been hit or what else could have happened, that still eats at Kirby.
I think I have a little bit of PTSD from this.
Recent reports have surfaced that a former 4-star high school football recruit has been arrested for murder. A man who got a second chance in life after being arrested in 2021 for putting his hands on his pregnant girlfriend at the time. It seems a vibrant night at a local bar, which we'll later discuss in his hometown in DeLand, Florida, took a deadly turn when a confrontation escalated into violence, leaving a man fatally shot in the process, who we'll later identify and pay our respects to. And the man behind the weapon, according to authorities, is the former Miami Hurricanes football player, who now faces serious charges as the investigation unfolds. Today we go over the details, see what allegedly led up to this, talk about the man allegedly responsible, his upbringing, his criminal history, and where we stand today. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I won't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Find me Avante Williams, 24 years old. He's from DeLand, Florida. He played DB in high school. He was the #1 DB in the state of Florida, attending DeLand High School. With many offers on the table, he decided to stay home and attend the University of Miami. But during the pandemic, as a freshman attending the University of Miami, he would get arrested for putting his hands on his then pregnant girlfriend. It was the summer of 2021, back in June. It was 10 p.m. on a summer night, a Wednesday, where Williams was booked into the jail system. He was charged with 3 counts of aggravated battery of a pregnant woman with a bond of $10,000. According to the arrest affidavit, Williams told the victim to leave their shared residence. As she was packing her belongings, Williams grabbed her by the hair, throwing her onto the bed. Williams then began yelling at the victim, "Get the F out." And according to the arrest affidavit, Williams then grabbed her by the hair and threw her to the ground outside their residence, causing her to hit her head. The victim called 911 and was transported to the hospital. She sustained bruises to her arms and neck and broke 2 fingernails. Now, he was given probation, but in return, Williams was let go from the University of Miami.
Is accused of attacking his pregnant ex-girlfriend. Local 10's Janine Sam with us live now with what happened when he faced a judge today. Janine.
And right now he is still here at the Turner Guilford Knight Correctional Facility. Let's show you who we're talking about. Avante Williams, as you said, a safety for the University of Miami Hurricanes football team. He's now facing aggravated battery charges after cops say he grabbed and shoved his pregnant girlfriend. It happened here at an apartment complex in the Hammocks area of Southwest Miami-Dade. Police say the two got into an argument Wednesday afternoon, the girlfriend accusing him of being involved with another woman. But when Williams returned to the apartment after their dispute, police say he was enraged. He was mad that she was still there, so he then started yelling and pushing, and according to the arrest report, he then grabbed the victim again by the hair, picking her up, throwing her to the ground outside of the residence, causing the victim to hit her head. That is according to police. She then found a neighbor and called 911. Williams was in bond court just a short time ago.
Sir, how much money can you afford for a bond, if any?
I have coaches. I play for the University of Miami. I have coaches that's willing to help me. And
I thought they make money now. What are you playing football?
Yes, we do make money. I signed the NIL, so we do make money.
Did you start getting paid yet?
Yes, ma'am. And we get school checks each month to pay for rent.
Williams said that he is studying business. As you heard from the bond court, he also said that he would be getting some help from coaches, but we've reached out to UM and we haven't been able to confirm that. His girlfriend, by the way, 21 weeks pregnant, according to police, suffering bruises and broken nails. He will be allowed to be released, but with no contact to her, or he won't be able to go back to his apartment. He'll only be able to go back there once to retrieve his things. And he faces some serious charges.
Now, after being kicked off the team from the University of Miami, Williams would get another opportunity and attend the University of Maryland. And after his senior year, 2024, he would play in the CBL. Fast forward to 2025, Avante Williams, 24 years old, back home in D-Land, Florida. And on Saturday, May 3rd, 2025, Avante would attend a bar in D-Land, Florida, called McCabe's Bar, just 40 miles north of Orlando. Police said they responded to a shooting at that bar at around 1:30 a.m., where witnesses told investigators that a fist fight broke out between several men inside the bar. During that altercation, police alleged that Avante had pulled out a firearm and began shooting. One victim was struck multiple times in the chest, identified as 32-year-old Keshad Harris, who unfortunately lost his life shortly after being rushed to the local hospital. May he rest in peace, and love and condolences to his family. A bartender was also injured in the shooting and taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
All right. Okay, thank you everyone for coming. I'm Chief Jason Umberger with the DeLand Police Department. To my left, your right, is Captain Pruance Dice, who commands our Criminal Investigation Division. To my right is Deputy Chief Adam Kistart, second in command of the Police Department. I want to provide an update from the shooting that resulted in the death of Mr. Keshad Harris, a resident of DeLand. The shooting also injured a bartender on the night of the incident, and this occurred at McCabe's Bar, located at 227 North Amelia Avenue in DeLand on Saturday morning, early morning, between 1:30 and 2 in the morning. Since the incident, our Criminal Investigation Division has gathered evidence, developed investigative leads, and determined the identity of the individual that shot Mr. Harris. Since that time, they were able to obtain a warrant for the arrest of one Avante Travion Williams, age 24, of DeLand. Mr. Williams was arrested today without incident by members of the DeLand Police Department downtown. This is an open, active investigation at this time, and detectives still continue to collect evidence, conduct interviews with people concerning the facts and circumstances surrounding this incident. There were approximately 40 people inside McCabe's Bar when this shooting took place, and some of those people may have additional information that could help us in this case, and we urge them to reach out to us. We have received many tips from the community, which we're very grateful, and we hope that that continues. I also want to take the time to acknowledge the invaluable help that the New Smyrna Beach Police Department, the Flagler County Sheriff's Office, the Volusia County Sheriff's Office, the FBI Safe Streets Task Force, and the State Attorney's Office provided our investigators throughout this investigation. I also want to acknowledge the hard work of the men and women of the DeLand Police Department Uniform Patrol Division who apprehended Mr. Williams this afternoon. They all have been working nonstop since this occurred to bring this individual to justice and keep our community safe. Anyone that has any information about this shooting is urged to contact the DeLand Police Department. You may also use the DeLand Crime Watch page, where you can provide tips to us from that portal. We've received many tips, and we are very appreciative, as I stated earlier. I want to just provide some general community safety remarks. If you saw something or heard something or know something, please contact us. Help us bring justice to the Harris family and ensure the safety of our community. I also want to urge individuals in our community, and not just young adults, but any adults, that when emotions are high, you don't have good intentions, put your guns down. Bringing a gun to a fist fight is not a solution, and once that trigger is pulled, it cannot come back. This was a incident that occurred that should not have occurred, but it did. and we are not happy about it here in DeLand, but rest assured we we will work and continue to work as hard as we can to bring all those that are involved in this incident to justice. And that's all the remarks I have for this afternoon on this incident.
I have a question about that. I believe in the presser this weekend, they spoke about a round that was found in the parking lot from a different gun. Is that another gun you had? Or?
Yeah. So yes, we did recover additional 9mm round in the parking lot. That part of the investigation is still ongoing. As you can see, the entire case is still ongoing, regardless of whether we arrested the perpetrator or not. We still got a lot of things that we got to do to tie up the case. So
we're not going to have too many questions, just about 2 more. Do you expect more arrests?
That's possible. We're gonna work, diligently, and if other persons are at all responsible for this, then they'll be arrested.
Any information on what actually led up to the shooting or how that fight started?
Yeah. So we're very early on in this investigation, and we're not in a position to talk about that. Nor is it probably good practice for us to. That'll be for a later time if this case goes to trial or anything like that. So we're not going to talk about the details. And again, it's very early in the investigation, and our investigators are still learning things about this.
How did the Smyrna Beach police help out?
They were assisting us in trying to locate Mr. Williams.
Okay, those are all the questions. Thank you.
As we wrap this video up to the victim, once again, rest in peace. A love of condolences to your family. Fam, this was the story of a college football 4-star recruit who seemed to now be arrested for murder only 4 years after having another opportunity for putting his hands on his pregnant girlfriend. Let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until then, I'll catch you guys on the next one.